Hello, what's up? I'm just going to, as always, check that I'm coming through fine to you, and then we'll make sure that we get into the meat and potatoes of it. All right, give me just a minute, and I'll jump over to my YouTube and make sure I'm coming through fine. For some reason, this computer is pretty good, right? I need to check this. It's pretty good, but for some reason, it tends to start freezing when we're doing our lives, which is quite annoying, as you can imagine, because I spent a pretty penny on this. Maybe I need to, let me just see, properties. There's like 64 gigs of RAM on this one, so there's no way this should be like running out of space from time to time, but that's what they do. Also, I've been told many times to switch to Mac, so there is that as well. Okay, I don't see it. Give me just 1 second. It's always a tricky one, because if you're doing these lives and there's like, 45 minutes long and suddenly it doesn't work, it's a bit annoying, right? Let's just go to this. General. Basically want to see if it works or not. Yep, okay, it does work. For some reason I don't see it in my studio. But okay, welcome everyone. Today again we are continuing our journey to double our revenue in 2026. And I want to show you the numbers. I kind of already showed you before you got in, but I want to show you the numbers here as well. So we are at about $68,573. So let's say $68,570 for now, which is pretty good. If you compare it with same time last year, let me see. No, I want it to be same period last year. Let's see how it compares actually at the moment. There is an increase. There's a 473% increase. So that's quite good, right? To compare actually. Yeah, it didn't show it here, but it did compare. Yeah, so that does look good. It is because primarily that we've launched a really cool product called OmniMint, and it's almost close to the end. We've got 2 more days remaining on that, and so far it's done about $58,000 or so. So majority of this that you're seeing is coming from that. Of course, as you may recall, we don't show affiliate revenue for this one because it's not automatically tracked. But just to show you some numbers, some more numbers here, we had a spike when we launched of $17,000 on the 8th, then 14, then 11, then almost 10 yesterday, and about 2,200 so far today. And I suspect that number will go up before we are kind of done with this launch. Tuesday is tomorrow, and that is when we close. So that's really good. And again, if you're wondering, Neil, how does that actually compare to your goals? Let's do quick calculators. So this is again 68,570. We are on day 12. So that's $5,714. Our goal was 3,600 something. I will say though, I don't think this is sustainable, right? So if you look at our goal, 3,600, I think our goal was, let me try, 3,670 or something. I really have to write down this number somewhere. There's 31 days in January, so by the end of January, we should really be at $113,770 in gross revenue. Realistically, I don't think we'll get there, right? That is, again, the problem I'm trying to fix. I'm not being pessimistic, I'm just being honest that a lot of our revenue generation right now is active. It's not passive. It's not something that truly happens on autopilot. And that is something I'm trying to fix throughout this series. And today, very specifically, I'm going to be working to figure out what's working for us on YouTube and what isn't. So you're actually going to go behind the scenes and see what's working and what isn't. What do our stats look like? What do our numbers look like? What can we do better, and so on. Now, just so you know, these numbers are by no means great. We are at about 1,500 people in subscribers. So if I look here, we have 1,571 subscribers, and this is kind of what our content generally looks like right now. There is a massive room for improvement. There is so much that we could do better, and that's what I want to understand today in this video. Not by asking you, I'm actually going to show you how I go in and utilize AI to make deductions. So let's start with this. I'm going to go into analytics and I'm going to go into advanced mode. So when I go into advanced mode, I see all these things, right? That there's like a good amount of information, but honestly, I don't care about the chart because that doesn't tell me anything. And while this is okay, I want to change the metrics that I see. Like I don't care much about estimated revenue because, to be honest, it's not like I'm looking to make money out of. Okay, it doesn't help. I'm not looking to make money out of these videos using ads, so that's like besides the point. But what I want to see is more specific things that will help me sort of improve the outcomes, improve the results, right? So I'm just going to select for now all these things, like casual regular viewers doesn't really make any sense. But I'm going to select as much as I can from all of these because that's going to help me see what is working and what isn't. And I don't get a lot of comments as yet, right? Something I need to improve as well. But I want to see what is working and what isn't working, essentially. None of the other things really matter. So let's apply. And now we see a much, much bigger data set. And again, remember, this is just the last 28 days, right? So ideally, this is a report I should be running every 28 days. And I get this, which is pretty good. So I'm going to download this into Google Sheets. And I've kind of already done that before, but I'm doing it again just to show you what it looks like in real time. Now, for some reason, and this is quite annoying, it doesn't contain the duration or the video title here. I don't know how to fix it. So let's Google that. Let's see if we can figure that out. I'm trying to export my advanced YouTube analytics into Google spreadsheets or a CSV file, but in that CSV file, it doesn't list the video title, video publish time, and duration. Is there any way to fix it? Let's see. I mean, I think ChatGPT might be a better way to do this. Let's go into ChatGPT actually, because it might actually give us more step-by-step process. Because really, I mean, this is why Google is struggling, is because, yeah, you link to videos and everything, and sometimes you have AI-based recommendations, but it's not always that good. I find Reddit to be quite useful until you get to the Reddit slop. We can talk about that another time. But that is a problem. So let's just see this. They've done Airbyte. Okay, video ID, yeah. Option best layers join analytics. Export analytics, okay, export video metadata separately. Okay, go to content option, download. Okay, let's do this. Let's try this. Okay, I don't know if it will work or not, but let's go to Studio, content options, download content options. I don't see options. Let's try export all videos. Okay. This is from vidIQ, so this doesn't really matter. This is not relevant. Let's go 50 here for a second. Let's select all. If I can't figure this out in 2 minutes, I'll just move on because it's not relevant to kind of what we're doing now. That's okay. What does this do? Okay, it's to edit all of them. I do not want to edit all of them. Let me try shorts. Okay. I don't think it's working, to be honest. I don't think, at least I can't figure out a way here. I didn't know I could do courses here. Okay, I cannot figure out a way here, unfortunately. So I'm going to try one more time with this. Hey, so I'm not able to actually see the options and download option for YouTube Studio. Could you tell me what I could be doing wrong here? Sometimes you just got to talk to ChatGPT and figure stuff out like this. Supermetrics, so you could do supermetrics as well. Interesting, didn't know that. Oh, it's a Finnish company, I did not know that. I am in Finland, so I should know this. Not that I need to know every Finnish company, but Okay, correct path, open YouTube left side by content, top right to look for download. Okay, 3 dots menu. Maybe I'm going blind there, but I do not see 3 dots menu. And I'm in the content place. Okay. Maybe this is to go to settings permission. Okay, let's just try this. I think we're past our 2 minutes, but okay, 1 more second. Settings, permissions. I am the owner, so that is fine. You're mobile. No, I'm not a mobile. You're viewing a filter to partial selection. You're viewing all videos. Yeah, I'm not. Content download. Yes, okay. Well, it's good. It's kind of treating me like an idiot and allowing me to do this. Oh yeah, there's another thing I could do. I could use like Appify for that, but I'm not going to do that right now. It's not, I'm not trying to automate the whole thing. Eventually I will, but right now that is not the idea. So let's see if it is able to do that. Okay, screw it. Not worth it right now. So we're going to move past this because there's no point dwelling on it. Okay, so this is the data that we have, and that is what I'm going to do. I have downloaded this as a CSV as well separately, so I'm not going to do that. And I actually ran this already, but I want to run this again in both Gemini and also in ChatGPT, just to find like what they have to say, like how is it different. So give me 1 second and I will load up this file. Let's go into table data. That did not work. Okay, here we go, table data. And because I ran this already, I'm going to show you this. I ran this because I was kind of curious before we got in, and I also like to compare basically ChatGPT and other tools, because I don't think ChatGPT is always the best, but sometimes I want to basically like let it think essentially. And I'll show you what ChatGPT gave me. So, and we can try this in Claude as well, by the way. Yeah, why not? We can actually compare across the board like how these actually work. So table data, and I'm gonna just stick to Sonnet for the time being because I think it's okay. So I gave the same thing to ChatGPT, and ChatGPT basically first justified how I define outperformed. It is not by total views, total impressions, engaged views alone. You know, the 3 core signals used are engaged views per impression, which is 40%. Average percentage viewed is 40%. And impression CTR is 20%, right? So it does matter, but not enough. And it says top 20 videos that outperformed are these, essentially, right? So give me 20 videos. And I'm gonna see what Google Gemini says. Okay, it's still doing its thing. What does this say? It's still doing its thing as well. Now it's actually running some code in the background to do this. Now, just so you know, when I used ChatGPT for it earlier, I then told ChatGPT, so it explained to me like how you should analyze. This is very important. You know, when you research these IDs, do not ask which ones got more views or which ones were longer or shorter, but instead ask, again, one thing I would like to do is separate these out into long and shorts, but I can't do that yet in the analytics, so that's fine. Actually, I think I probably lost that view as well. Should really save that view, but never mind. So this is what it tells me. Okay, does the title or hook match exactly what the content delivers? What are the first 3 to 5 seconds like? What's the pacing like? Is the format consistency there? Like, is it always the same kind of format that wins? And what's the emotional framing, right? Warning, authority, curiosity, all these things. Okay, key insights you should sit with is you're not being rewarded for upload frequency, topic popularity, or production quality. You're being rewarded for high engagement density per impression, right? That's what we're going after. So then it gave me that. I'm like, okay, well, in each case, I want you to explain to me why this video could be good. Because remember, it hasn't watched the video. It doesn't know yet why it is good. But I've asked it to explain it. So it gave me top performer as well. Actually, YouTube is telling me this is long form. This is very, very interesting. Because, YouTube, Gemini is telling me this is long form. Because ChatGPT had no freaking clue. Right? No clue. But okay, that's fine. So now let's see what Gemini says about what is you know, what is outperformed in this case. What does outperform look like? So according to Gemini, engaged views, which is what ChatGPT said as well. Conversion, engaged versus total views, which is kind of partly true. Retention outliers, average percentage view 161%. This is a huge signal to the algorithm. The content is highly rewatchable, and click-through rate as well. So it showed that too. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, I want you to present the list of top 20 again, and again, in each case, give me, actually, why am I recording this? Screw that. I'm just gonna go in here and copy this. Let's go do this, just paste this. Now, maybe I shouldn't have used Pro at that point, but it's okay. So it gave me this list now. This is the list according to it is the best one. So let's see what it says as well. It's actually giving a quality score, which is really good. Like, I like scoring. And look, the reason why I'm doing all of this is because I'm an analytics person. Like, this is something I did my thesis in as well, my master's and most of my PhD as well, was trying to understand basically how data talks to like each other, like how it makes sense, right? So my main goal is to write algorithms. That's what I did my job. That's what I did my PhD. That's what I did most of my master's thesis as well, is to understand how do we get the data to make sense to us. That's what I'm trying to do in this video, because after I'm done with this, I'll have a framework of what to do, what not to do, right? Same way I can take this and say, look at the worst 20 videos and figure out what's wrong with them. And, you know, now we have suddenly a list of do's and don't do's. So we'll do that. Okay. So it's again dividing into tier 1, tier 2 top performers, actually giving it scores as well. So that's really good. Again, engagement rate, average percentage per view, like rate, it's focusing on likes as well, CTR, sub conversion. So this is all the data that it gives to me, and I think it's done its own quality scores as well, which is fantastic. Like, this is really, really good. Now, we're going to compare, of course, what each of these things is the top video, and understand, you know, are these AI programs able to find the same answers, basically? So let's look at this. We already have the data from ChatGPT, so I don't need to do this anymore, but I'll tell you this. When I did the second prompt in ChatGPT, it actually explained to me, why is this top tier, right? What this tells us is blah, blah, blah. So this is really, really good. Now, let's look at Gemini and the breakdown. Why it's #1 engagement. This video has perfect 1-to-1 ratio between total views and engaged views. And actually, I can tell you why that is, because I actually embedded this on a sales page, which is why it's getting a lot of views. I know this video. Again, this one got you 81 subscribers from just 505 views. That's a massive 16% conversion rate. Now, I'm not going to reveal everything at this point, but I think I know why this video did as well as it did. So let's see if we can just check it out. Let's see if I can type this here. And we can quickly watch this video even. So I'm just going to go to this one, because I need to put this URL in. And of course, this is my video. This is a review video I did. Now, I'm not going to reveal everything what I did here, but I'll just say, as you can see, the number of comments here is much higher than typically my other videos. So I'm kind of going to ignore that because it's questionable. Okay, so we got all these short, long, hybrid, blah, 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 blah. And it's giving justification as well, right? It's giving different justification to ChatGPT. I actually like what ChatGPT has to say. Gemini not so much. But let's go back and paste the same prompt inside of Claude as well and see what Claude tells us. Okay, but I think what Claude has done really well, from what I can see, is actually given us like a quality score. And I'm going to go further and say, okay, tell me why was it such good quality. Now let's check this one out as well. I think, again, I know if it's a long video, I know, yeah. I know why this one is like so good, because again, like as you can see, the number of comments here is quite high, artificially so. Let me just show you. Yeah, so I'd kind of be willing to ignore that because it's been like gamified a little bit, let's just say. So let's just say that. I'm not going to say much more because I know YouTube's watching. So let's look at this. It's doing its thing. Now I'm going to let it work. But it's interesting. Let me just find this same video here. Oh, It doesn't appear here. So it's interesting that what Gemini found out to be two of my best videos are not here. Let me just find here. Yeah, so this one clearly says that it has a lot of subscribers gained, right? But this is interesting. Sorry, let me go back to Gemini for a second. Yeah, okay, 14 subscribers. Okay, this one was a community builder, it said. But let's see if this one appears for ChatGPT. No, interesting. So see, this is the weird part. ChatGPT doesn't think subscribe rate to be that important. And this is where you have to make decisions, right? So this is where your individual approach to this comes into play. You can decide what's most important to you based on the stage that you're at in your growth, in your business. Is subscriber count most important? Is view count most important? Is likes most important? For me right now, the thing I'm aiming at more is improving my video quality, both short and long. So what I want to do is figure out what kind of content gets the best kind of engagement. And yes, that could be comments, that could be likes, but right now my singular focus is on, you know, I'll show you this inside of YouTube. Like singular focus is how many people can do actually watch the video. So if I go to this one, for example, let's go into engagement. I think short videos typically have that number. Let me just check. Like this, no, not unique viewers. Okay, let's go to a short video and I'll explain. So if I go to one of my shorts, like let's say this one's a good example because it went live today and it just, you know, horrible. I'll explain why. If you go to reach, only like how viewers engage, only 5.8% of viewers engage. So this is quite bad video. And look, one of the reasons why it's bad is because I watched this video and I'll show you. For some reasons, the first 5 seconds are blank. So I gotta talk to my editor, make sure that doesn't happen again. Why are the first 5 seconds blank? That should not happen, which is why, again, the engagement on this one is really, really low. So yeah, there's views, but I don't know, maybe just people got confused and something happened. So it's like an anomaly. But for long videos, if I go to a long video, for example, let's say this one, I'll go into analytics. It's got different sort of goals. Like long videos usually does build subscribers, and that is the goal with that, is like to keep people there. And of course, with the thumbnail, we want to have as much click-through rate as possible. And 4.8 is not still very good. So yeah, like the average view duration for long videos is the most important thing. It's also important for shorts, but it's you know, more important for longs. So let's go back to ChatGPT. So it's given all these. Let's just copy this one and see if it is repeated in Gemini. Okay, Gemini actually does point out this is number 4 video, which is really good. Somehow it's able to actually pinpoint time as well, which is really handy because I know it's not in these files. Like the duration is missing here, but I don't know, maybe Gemini is tapping straight into YouTube directly to get that data. Maybe it's doing deep research and that's really good. Let's go back to this list again. I want to see the list because I think, again, the duration is missing from here. Yeah, like there's no duration here. The pattern you need to see. Okay, so let's look at this, and it's saying, and I like Claude because it does very detailed reports, sometimes too detailed. Like Claude's really good at long form writing, and it can write really, really well. So let me show you this report. Okay, so this video crushes it because the subscriber conversion monster. And again, like I said, take it with a grain of salt because it's like, okay. This video also has a big subscriber conversion, so that's really good as well. Tier 2 strong performers. Now this video, I recognize the ID. I think it appears in multiple places. I think Gemini, at least. Yeah, Gemini number 2. Long form, again, community builder. You go 505 engaged views, and the fact that it remains 100% engagement at this scale is impressive, right? So this is really good. Now, let's look at some of the shorts. I don't know if this is a short. I will check. Maybe it's not a short. Okay, it's a long video. Oh, this is actually live. It's the live that we did. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, it's likely a 30-minute deep dive. Okay, so this is really good. All right, so let's do this. For now, we're just going to take a very high level do's and don'ts from here. Okay, so here's what I need you to do next. Spend some time on researching this, but based on everything that you figured out that works and doesn't work, tell me what are the do's and don'ts separately of long and short videos. What are things I should keep in mind as I'm preparing these videos or recording these videos? Now, I'll say this to you, that I don't think this is conclusive enough. And the reason why this is not conclusive enough, just to show you this is what I'm running, is because it doesn't actually, like, it's, okay, let me explain like this. I'm gonna give the same command to all three of them. Let me come on camera for a second. So what I am doing here is that I am figuring out that, some kind of, I'm giving it the results and I'm saying, okay, here are the results. Now figure out what works, what doesn't work. But it doesn't know any of the scripts. It doesn't actually know, Gemini knows how long they are, but it doesn't know what's good about them and what's not good about them, right? Because it hasn't actually read the script. It doesn't know what the 3 to 5 seconds sound like. Now that is something that I need to spend my own time on. That is something that I need to go in and figure out, what did I do here that actually worked? So obviously when you start creating a video, when you start creating any kind of distribution, you start with an idea in your mind, like this is what I'm gonna do and I'm gonna do it like this. But when I do it, I do 4 videos at the same time. One of them works, typically out of those, the other 3 don't. And I need to figure out why that one of them worked. So a lot of this is human intuition. I don't think AI is fully there yet, but yes, I can go to each of these 40 videos, extract the scripts from each one, which is what I'm gonna do in the next step. And I'm gonna feed it back into the tool and say, all right, you picked 20 videos, here are the 20 scripts. Now let's improve your analysis. Let's figure out exactly why it worked, why it didn't work, based on what these scripts show. But again, there's the editing layer that is missing from there. That is, it doesn't actually know how the editing was done, which is again where the human layer needs to come in, right? And there's all sorts of editings that you might see, like some of them are really good, some of them are really bad, but you gotta go in and figure that out. So let's look at what Gemini says. Based on deep dive analysis, long form videos, which are 10 plus minutes, so it separates them, which is really, really nice. It's your conversion engine. Solve painful problems, do optimize for click appeal, do focus on community content, do niche down hard, okay? Don't judge success by views alone, don't ignore returning visitors. Shorts, under 60 seconds strategy, do engineer for loops, right? Do keep it under 45 seconds, do accept feed traffic. Okay, don't expect loyalty from viral hits. Don't forget the call to action. I've been forgetting the call to action. Summary is this. I mean, it's kind of short, but that's okay. Let's look at what ChatGPT says. It's still, wow, it's thinking for 2 minutes. I'll go back to Claude. I didn't actually show you this. Sorry, my screen wasn't sharing at that time. So this is what Gemini came out with. It's a bit short list, but that's okay. Again, remember, this is without me giving it any audios, right? Claude is still writing. Let me look at ChatGPT. ChatGPT is still writing, but it's further along, so let's look at this. What worked in your data? Shorts. Among shorts that receive meaningful tests, I filtered those roughly 200 plus views, so we're not misled by tiny samples. But your shorts win when they generate strong alt-state decision immediately and then keep momentum long enough to push APV. What was APV? 1 second. Average percentage viewed, okay. Like average percentage views 53% versus 27%, average view duration 38 versus 21, likes 9 versus 1, yeah. Long form, so now it's actually defining them. And there weren't many actually with 200 plus impressions. Maybe there were, but not enough views. Okay, APV, average view duration, which is very, very important, like 3 minutes 35 seconds. CTR, subs gained. Okay. Do's and don'ts. Do optimize for state to watch. Your winners have 2.5x higher state to watch. So write the first sentence as a binary decision trigger. Stay if you want X, swipe if you want Y. So that should be the outcome, right? First 1 to second rule, no preamble, no greetings, no context setup. Like nothing like, hey, this is Neil Napier. I mean, I kind of already knew that, but this is good. Do design short as a single tight loop. So this is something I noticed as well. Your short should be explainable in one line. This is one insight, one proof, and one implication, okay? Do aim for APV north of 50% as your internal pass or fail. If the short is 45 seconds, you should be targeting average watch around 20 to 30 seconds. And so on. Remove anything that doesn't increase curiosity, certainty, or tension. Do payback fast. Your winners create satisfaction. So give the payoff by 8 to 12 seconds and expand or clarify. Okay. I gotta take a leak, so I'll be back in just a second, okay? Stay here, we're not going away. We're gonna stay a bit longer here just to make sure the curiosity stays. So stay with me for a bit. I'll tell you what, while I'm gone, I'm gonna put this picture here. I don't know if you can see it, but this is something you can't see it. There you go. Something my wife made, so I'll make sure you can actually see it. So while I'm gone, you've got my picture over here that you can look at. All right, actually I don't think it's gonna stay. Let's try this one more time. Nope, it's not gonna stay. There you go. That's what I want to show you. Okay, I'll be back. All right, I'm back. So, yeah, as I was trying to show you, this is like a picture my wife made. I think it's pretty cool. It was my birthday gift for me. So, let's go back and look at this. So, do payback fast. Your winners create satisfaction. Give the payoff by 8 to 12 seconds and expand and clarify. Shorts, don'ts. Hey guys, quick one. Don't stack multiple ideas. Don't explain context before value. Don't rely on impressions, metrics to judge shorts. Do's and don'ts long form. Basically, do treat the first 60, 90 seconds as the entire video. This is something I've been trying to do as well. So this is really, really important, I think. Do optimize for APV around 25 to 30% minimum. So your long winners sit at 27% median APV. Losers at near 4%. So if you're recording a 20-minute video, you should be thinking, how do I keep the viewers watching for 5 to 7 minutes? Good. Yeah. So open loops, retention tests, open loops is what it says. So all this is really, really good, right? It's really, really good. Okay, next, Google Gemini. It wasn't that great, to be honest. Or yeah, because we gave it the same preamble, it wasn't very good. See, this is where you got to use multiple tools because I don't think one of them always gets it right, right? So I think you're just watching me now, but let me go to this. There you go. Not all of them get it right. So that was ChatGPT. Let's go to Claude. And I like Claude because Claude can be quite detailed. So Claude says, again, part 1 long form videos, like more than 3 minutes. The do's: hook and first 15 seconds critical. Start with immediate value in the first 3 seconds, even for long forms. Okay. Interesting. Research back timing. So first 3 seconds, first 15 seconds, first 60 seconds. Okay. Visual plus auditory impact that stops the scroll, clear value proposition. Retention strategies, minutes 0 to 8. So it's now giving very, very specific retention strategies. Content structure as well. This is really, really good. Conversion mechanisms critical for growth. Do add explicit CTAs at multiple points. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's really handy actually. Like I think Claude is kind of more detailed now. Thumbnails and title optimization, okay, it's giving that as well. Your CTR benchmarks, industry good is 4 to 6%, industry great is 6 to 10%. I'm getting like 4 to 12% depending. Audience targeting, do optimize for your specific audience. So this is like my audience. I don't like this kind of language, controls beats chaos, system beats hustle. I think it just kind of sounds weird to me. Okay, so generally very, very good. So here's what I'm gonna do. I need one place to sort of assimilate this, right? Because this is disparate feedback. I'm gonna assimilate this. So let's do this. Okay, so just so you know, I ran the same queries over in ChatGPT and Gemini, and they gave me some do's and don'ts as well. I want you to combine them with yours. And if there's disagreement in all three, basically disregard those. But if there's clear agreement in those rules, I want you to combine them into one big SOP. I like the document that you just created, but I want you to update that with information that I'm getting from ChatGPT and Gemini. Okay, so let's go ahead and copy this one. And that goes here, and I'm gonna copy this one as well. There we go. And we'll let ChatGPT do its thing. But again, remember, we're not done yet because even until now, we haven't actually fed in any of the scripts. And ideally, that is something I do next, right? Ideally, I go one by one, which is manual, painful, laborious process, but I go in one by one and find basically what works and manually feed it in. Now look, we're doing everything manually, and I told you earlier that the goal with all this was use AI to automate it. So I want to do it manually once, so it makes sense. Then it is something I can set up agents to run every week, like every 7 days. So essentially what I want to do in that case, and I want to show you like ChatGPT is doing its thing, or Claude is, what I want to do essentially is every 7 days I download that CSV file, put that into an agent, which then takes it and figures out the top 5 videos, because if it's 7 days, we don't need all 20, figures out the top 5, top 10 videos, and does exactly what we've been doing so far, right? That it goes to Gemini, goes to Claude, goes to ChatGPT, creates inferences, and passes them into, say, just Claude, and say, okay, combine everything. But then also, it does the next part, which is it goes to each video, grabs the transcript, and combines them and uses them to further improve that analysis. Because this is just half of the analysis, and honestly, this is kind of blind because we don't actually know why any of these videos work. We're guessing so far, right? We're only guessing based on things that ChatGPT and Claude and Gemini assume. Now, the other thing as well, of course, is because we're going to automate this, there's some things that yet cannot be fully understood, such as the video editing process. You know, is there pacing? Is there jump cuts? Is there stuff like that? Maybe Gemini can. Let's actually test this out in Gemini, because I think Gemini has a bit more capability. So let's try with Gemini. I'm going to just put one of my short videos in and see if it's able to essentially understand it. Okay, let's see if it actually even works. Hey, so this is a 32-second video that my editor edited. Can you watch this video and tell me what is good about it and what is not good about it in terms of engagement, retention, viral loop, and all those things that are important for shorts? Okay, I have no idea how this is going to perform. I just don't know if it can watch videos. I know ChatGPT kind of struggles with it. I think I haven't tried Claude for that particularly. But Gemini, because it's connected to YouTube, somehow it makes me think that Gemini is going to know what to do. So let's see if it's able to actually analyze the video for us. Like that's a big one. If it can, fantastic. I can even automate that, you know, just by feeding the video into Gemini. But again, I haven't been very impressed by its analysis compared to all three. This one has a worse analysis, so there's that. The audio glitch. Severe audio stutter glitch. The voiceover cuts in and rapidly talks about universal. Okay, let me actually play this video and see if Gemini is right. Everyone talks about universal, basic, and UBI like it's impossible. Nope. There's no stutter. Okay, there's no stutter, but let me just listen to it again. Everyone talks about universal basic income, UBI. Everyone talks about universal basic public grid. Everyone talks about universal basic income. I don't see it, but okay, it's saying like these are really good. The wire loop, the video ends with a hard stop after the call to action, which I understand was a problem. Yeah, I didn't think of this back then. Okay, the lighting on your face, I didn't know you could see that. Lighting on your face is a bit flat and you're looking slightly down or reading a script rather than piercing the lens. Okay. Interesting. Let me just see that. Okay, interesting. The hook, the first few seconds are just stock footage and a title. Yeah, I think there could have been, I know the editor could have done better if she's watching it. Let me see again. Everyone talks about no, I don't think that's the case. I think it's wrong about the caption size. So this is the thing. It's not really kind of ready to diagnose the videos yet. Okay, let's go back to Claude and see what Claude is doing. It's still working. I think it's almost done actually. Multi-AI consensus in 2024-25 best practices. All right, part 1 long form videos, you do this and don't. Okay, so this is pretty good. I mean, I think this is really, really good, I think. And I'm gonna take this back and improve the scripts that I'm currently making because honestly, it's going to help me nail down things that I know I need to be doing better. So that's good. That is pretty good to me. Second. Okay, so again, you don't fully see it yet. I mean, it's still doing its thing, so it's taking time. But then, next step, here's what we're gonna do. Okay, now I wanna automate this. So we're gonna go to Apify. Let's see if Apify has YouTube transcription. Because I want basically all of them in one go, right? So I want bulk results basically. So let's see if there's one here. Whoops. Let's see if there's one that can give me all the YouTube transcripts. Quickly, give me 1 second. Okay, let's go to the end. Okay, so I'm looking for a transcript where I can just feed in the IDs and it gets me transcript of everything. Let's see. Some of them are like cost every month. I don't want to pay every month. I have credits that I can basically use. So how much does it cost? I thought they were like prices clearly written. Oh, $20 per month. Sorry, I wasn't looking in the right place. Screw that. Not paying that. $15 a month. Oh, $15 for 1,000 results. But it does not do bulk, it looks like. Can I just check the other one? Was it $15 a month? Did I misread? $20 a month per usage. Okay. So I don't want to do one at a time, so that won't work. Okay, so now it's saying you can actually get like you can just give a channel. I don't want that either. This is again, looks like it's only doing one at a time. So it's not doing bulk. This looks like it's doing bulk, but it's 19 a month. I don't want to pay that. Ooh, there we go. It's doing bulk. And look, I already have these transcripts somewhere. I already have these transcripts written in, put in like Descript or some other places like that, but I just want to speed this up. Like I just want to, you know, in the future as well, I want AI to just, like I just want to come in and put all the links here so that's easy. Okay, this is TikTok, Instagram. This is again YouTube, $1 a month. I don't want to pay $1 a month. Not that I'm a cheapskate, but I'm just trying to do it quickly, right? That's all. I'm trying to do it quickly. So let's do this. I'm gonna go. Okay, this is done, by the way. So Claude has done its thing, and it's now telling me everything I need to do, right? It's like a massive, massive checklist, and I love this. I absolutely love this. Like, this is what I'm after, and I'm after a living and breathing document that I can keep updated all the time. So I do next, you know, I do this again in the next 7 days, something changes, I learn something new, come back and update, so that the next time we do it, it starts to get better and better. And this is how you get this upward growth, right? So you're always iterating forward. Let's go into Apify Store, and I'm just gonna go back into one of the previous documents that Claude did. So I'm gonna go back into Claude, and we have all these, let me just see if I can download this. Okay, so I have this CSV file, which again, you don't see yet because it's in front of me. And I'm going to, for now, just do this and see if this works. So I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to copy another one because I think these Claude found like a couple of them to be long videos. So I'm gonna try. So Apify is essentially this platform where you automatically go and get bulk tasks to be run. I could of course automate this using AI, but honestly the time it'll take me to create this will just take too long. It's much easier for me to just ask it to do the thing, and it's going to hopefully do it right, and then I can use it. There you go. Awesome. So it is done. I think I can also download it. Usually I can. Let me think. Sometimes I feel like such a noob, like my kid would say. Give me 1 second. Okay, let's just do this. How to download output from Apify. Okay, I don't want to do anything technical. Okay. I do not know. I swear I've done this before. Like, let me go into runs and I'll try and find previous runs that I've done, and I was sure there was like, it was easy to download these. Output. Give me a second. Oh, export. There's a button. Big blue button at the top right. No one told me. I'll blame you guys if you're watching it. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. And look, you know, doing this, we're getting close to our automation as well. So again, you don't see it yet, but there's going to be a CSV file that's opening up with the entire transcript. And it is beautiful. It is beautiful. And this is really good because an automation doesn't have to be fully A to Z, like runs like that, but we need some human element in here as well, right? And that's what we're trying to bring in with this. So let's go back and do one thing. All right. Great. I also need you to do one more favor for me. All the IDs, YouTube video IDs that you had realized to be the best one, could you please present them in this format so that I'm able to use another tool to export the transcript. So just give me the output in this format. Okay, so we're gonna let it do its thing. All right, let me just see. Do I have any meeting? 1 second, just give me 1 second. I gotta respond to a text. Okay, done. Okay, let's see what it says. Let's see if he's able to kind of do that. And I'm going to do the same thing for ChatGPT and Gemini and see what they come back with. Okay, there you go, top 20 URLs. Results! See, this is how we get close to automation. Top 20 URLs, done. All I got to do is feed this in. It's going to run the Appify thing for me. I'm going to close these extra tabs that I don't need. And let me see how much it cost me. 2 cents, 2 friggin' cents. I could do this like all day. So let me just go for this. And I'm going to just copy this. Now, the problem, of course, is that I don't think this will work. I have to manually do it one by one. Okay, let's go back to home. Let's go back to this one. And I don't think this will work. Yeah. Let's see. Bulk edit. Perfect. Result. Okay. Let me think. I mean, we're there. Like, I'm just trying to think, because I'm lazy or efficient, effective, whatever you want to say. Can I just, what is it doing? Dude, what are you doing? Okay, there you go. Like, I'm just trying to think if I can copy and paste all of these in bulk and then just paste it back to, like, ideally I want to remove duplicates because it doesn't cost me anything extra, but honestly it's like a few cents, so not like it matters. But I could just do this, right? So 1 second. I'm going to make this sheet here. Nope. I'm gonna copy all these and I'm gonna see if there's a way to remove duplicates. And I know you're probably looking at this thinking, Neil, this is so easy, that's all you gotta do, but I don't know what I gotta do. So I'll figure it out. Okay, how do I remove duplicate cells from a Google spreadsheet? Sometimes I might seem like a dum-dum, but yeah. Data cleanup, remove duplicates. Okay, right. Data cleanup, remove duplicates. Yes, thank you very much. Now this is also a bit surprising that there were like only 5 videos that overlapped, I guess, or something like that. So that's a bit odd, but let's see where our Gemini is at. Gemini, you're making a mistake. No, this is not what I said. Nope, not what I said. Where is my entire conversation? Oh, that's a mistake. I pasted in the wrong one, didn't I? So that is my fault. Okay. That is my fault. Okay, let's go back to this one. And this is what I want, Gemini. I'm sorry, I thought you were a dum-dum like me. Okay, well, let us do its thing. One second. Okay. My dad wanted to catch up, but I'll call him in a little bit. Okay, so 1 second, let me just copy these over. Are they gonna paste well? Because this looks like it's badly formatted. Nope. Let me put that into a notepad file. And okay, yeah, I think it's just badly formatted from Gemini. I believe the new Gemini, but you're letting me down. Okay, don't worry if you don't see everything all the time. Okay, let's put this in as well. And again, I'll do the same thing, data deduplication. Remove duplicates. 17. Now there's a lot of commonalities, right? So altogether there's about 38 videos, which somehow 3 different LLMs thinks are the best ones. So let's set this up. This is gonna cost me at least 40 cents. But that's okay. Let's run this. Okay, we're gonna wait for the transcripts to be done. Again, remember, this is the second part, and eventually, ideally, I wanna automate this as well, but even if I can't automate it, at the very least, I can go to ChatGPT and Gemini and Claude and tell them that, hey, you know, just give me the list, and then again, like copy paste that list, bring out the whole thing, Bob's your uncle. So let's see. This is doing its thing. Okay, now what do we do next, right? That's the question. So what do we do next? Do we take all the transcripts into just Claude, or do we take it back to ChatGPT? Like ideally, I should take it back to ChatGPT and say, okay, now you make your deductions, better deductions, and same to Claude and same to Gemini. But we're gonna try that again. Like we're gonna go back to it and we're gonna see, we're gonna paste all of it and hopefully tell them like ignore the ones that are not in your top 20 list and just only look at them. So let's see, it's still doing its thing. We have 7 outputs already. Hey there, what's up? Oof, don't do that. This is Neil Napier here. Okay, almost there, almost there. Like I said, I'll stay with you for longer if I have to make sure I answer your questions. In the meantime, see, this is another thing as well I want to say, like, while AI is doing its thing, I don't have to work. Right, a lot of people get this wrong because they think like, hey, if the AI is working, we're going to spend our time doing something else. No, you don't. I'm messaging my dad right now because if AI is freeing up my time, it's not so that I can work more, it's so I can connect with my family. That to me is more important than just like working. Should be to you as well. So let's see. Let us see. Is it still doing its thing? 12 outputs. I think we have a lot of outputs. And look, each one of them is costing me a cent, right? So I think this is going to all together take about 5 minutes. I'll let it do its thing. You stay with me. I'm just gonna check a couple of things. Luke, sorry, I just see a question, mate. I'm going to respond to you from my mobile. Yeah, Luke, not all 68K from the current launch. I think the current launch, as I mentioned early on, is at about 58K. And again, that is the key problem that we're trying to solve as we're doing this, is like, how do we not just be dependent on launches? Because there's a lot of other revenue coming from other places, but it's not every day. Like it's feast and famine. Some days it's 200, some days it's 15,000. That's what we're trying to fix with this. So yeah, the current launch is at about 58K. I think I mentioned, or 60K, and we might finish at about 75 if my math serves me right. Let's see, that's the goal anyway. We'll see kind of how we get there. But I want to just wait for this to be finished. 24 results, 15 more to go, and then we will run with it. 1 second. Okay, 25, a few more to go. I was at the gym this morning. It had been 20 days since I had been to the gym. I blame the Christmas and New Year's holidays for the kids, because when the kids are home, it's hard to really say that, hey, can I just go to the gym? Because then, you know, you want to be at home and do your part as well. Also, I love to take walks, but it's been like minus 20 degrees outside. How do you walk in that weather? I've tried, I actually ran in that weather, and within 15 minutes I was just frozen stiff. Like, just the face. You're covered everywhere else, but just the face gets frozen stiff. Actor timed out. This happens. Let's go back into log. I think there's a way to resurrect this. Action, resurrect. Resurrect. I apologize. This is the boring part, I know, but it is an important part as well. Because what we have so far, like this was the analysis that it did here. I mean, this is good, but I don't think this will get us there, right? I don't think this will be enough for really good videos. So it needs to be worked on. It's saying create 5 to 7 shorts per week. I'll tell you this, my goal is to do about 21 a week, at least. But not all like on camera like this. Some of them I'm just gonna, like I'm gonna take this long video up, take the best parts out of it and chop it up into smaller videos. So that's also something that we'll do. Interesting. Cut all your shorts to 20 to 30 seconds. This is something I don't do. I should link to specific long form videos. Yeah, this is something I really need to do. It's my fault that I don't do enough of this. Okay, let's go back to this. 27, okay, it's moving forward. Let's still keep looking at this. Okay, I'm downloading this so I have it, but all right. This makes sense. So each short teases or relates to an existing long form video. I kind of already do that, like especially with the live, so I already talk about it. I think that one makes sense though. Okay. $29, still 10 more to go. Let's see what else. Part 3, pre-recording checklist consensus. Can I say the promise in one sentence? Does the first 2 second force to stay versus swipe decisions, strategic mistakes, optimization mistakes? Don't use original audio when trending audio exists. See, this is where it's making up random rules because we never really use trending audio. So it's saying, talking about trending audio. I don't really, I mean, that does make sense in some industries. I don't know for me if that's where I want to go to, because I don't really want to like jiggle my butt for views. That's not me. Okay, we are 38, almost there, almost there. Come on. This is a longer than usual live, but that's okay. We get to kind of do this together. Okay, 1 second. All right, are we done now? Are we done? Are we done? Are we done? Whoa, 42. Wait, I thought we had 39. Oh, now it's looping. Because this is twice. James had been. See, this is the live video, which was obviously much longer. Yeah, the 2 lives are here as well. So it's almost like it's considering lives to be quite important. But let me see which one, where did we get this, actually? 1 second. Like, I'm trying to think, was it... Nope. Was it ChatGPT that was saying it, or what? Nope. Nope. Yeah, I think so. It was Claude thinks it's a good performer. Okay, is it not done yet? Again? I thought we were done. Sorry, it's taking long, but again, I don't want to leave this session unfinished. I want to show you what the final analysis looks like. And maybe this is enough, and maybe I can export and run with this. But I swear I thought we had less than 49 videos, because we had 39. I thought we had 39, unless I accidentally posted like everything in there, which could very well be. Inputs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. So I have no idea what's happening. Like, we should have 38 videos in there, unless it's taken the past videos as well. You know what? I'm getting a bit tired, so I'm going to export this into CSV and download this anyway. And we're going to go back into ChatGPT and Claude and all those tools and ask for better sort of outlines. I have a better idea. Okay. Yep. I'll circle back to this. Okay, so here's what I need you to do next. I want you to, this is an export of all the transcript of what I think are all the top videos. You can disregard the videos that you don't think are the best. Only consider the transcripts of the videos that you think are the best by matching the IDs. And then based on those transcripts, I want you to go back and I want you to improve your basically do's and don't list. Like, improve your SOP, as it were, so that it takes these ideas into consideration as well, by actually focusing on the script and not just theoretical ideas of what works and what doesn't work. Okay, there we go. I think I'm going to stop this. Like, I don't know what the hell it's doing, so let's abort. Abort. Okay, let's go into ChatGPT and let's see what it does. I'm going to go into Gemini as well, and maybe I can ask Gemini to still think deeper, because I think it is important. So this is the data set. Go. And I want you to do the same thing. Claude. Go. I mean, just imagine this, right? Like, once we're done with this, I will have a very, very clear idea of the whole thing. Sorry, give me 1 second. I gotta send a link to someone. Because we're still in launch mode, it means I have to still entertain affiliates. So give me 1 second. Okay, so I want to bring you back to the screen. I want to show you this as well. So it's doing its thing right now. Claude is working. Gemini is okay. Based on transcript of top performing videos, I have refined your SOP. Okay, so that's good. The best converting videos don't just say what they are, they clarify what they are not. I'm going to show you blank, but note that I'm not going to show you blank. Why it works instantly kills the viewer's fear that this will be another generic tutorial. So in this video, I'm going to talk about software. Now, do note that I'm not actually going to go in and demonstrate the software for you. I think you've seen it enough times. Okay, now this is much better. I think this is good, but again, like, why is Gemini being so not detailed at all? I think that is a problem. 1 second. Okay, let's see what ChatGPT says. ChatGPT says, all right. ChatGPT says, let's write an essay. Updated script level SOP rebuild only from the transcripts of your actual or outperforming videos matched by IDs. Thank you very much. This is no longer theory. This is pattern extraction from what already worked for you. Okay, part 1. Shares 5 non-obvious traits. They open with a result conclusion, not a setup. Okay. They compress time aggressively, speed, collapse of effort, and shortcutting of time. They use personal authority without ego. I built, I replaced, I watched. But you rarely say, I've been doing this, okay? They follow a cause mechanism implication window. Okay. So this is good. And I'm pretty sure now if I go to ChatGPT, it'll have a thesis when it's done. It's still not done, it's still writing. Okay, but again, I wanna, do what I did before and say, okay, let's update your SOP one final time based on the input from ChatGPT as well as Gemini. So like you did before, build a fully contextualized SOP that I could use in the future to write better scripts and create better outcome. Okay. So that is from ChatGPT, but again, Gemini, you're disappointing me. Gemini seems to be good at analysis, but I think it's kind of struggling at like talking. Claude just likes to talk. Claude's like my kid. My kid's 7-year-old, and he just does not stop talking. So I think I like Claude actually, because you're never bored with it. So yeah, let's see. Still doing its thing. I hope I haven't run out of credits, because I'm on this plan with Claude, and I think I was using it earlier. 84% used, that's okay. Okay, there you go. YouTube SOP script based. Okay, there's 2 outputs. What we learned from your actual win is no hey guys is not absolute. 2 of your top 3 use hey guys what's up, but they do it right. Pattern A, B is pattern B for pure conversion. Specificity is a non-negotiable. Short sentences create momentum. 12 words average words is 15 to 16 words. Numbered steps are essential. Strategic concern sells tools, don't hype. And then do's and don't guide. Okay, it's updated this. Okay, one final time. Let's do this. This should be it. This should be it. Now, once this is done, I should be able to, you didn't see it. You know, you'll watch it basically run. Once this is done, this is all we need to, when we are creating video content, right? So I'm gonna put this into ChatGPT folder and I'm gonna say, okay, next let's create this video, but follow these do's and don'ts and explain like what have you done so I can like check your work, double check your work. And one thing I'm trying to do with this as well, like this is my thought that I had last night when I was going to bed, is I want to create more content, but I just, there's so many steps before it. And I know there's like 100 automations that you can use using N8N or these crappy little tools that will create AI slop videos for you. I don't want to create anything like that. I want to give my own thoughts and create the best content possible. But of course, I also want to maximize that for retention, conversions, getting subscribers, all those sorts of things. So now I'm going to continue doing this. And every time we do this, we're going to like introduce one new thing in a video. Maybe, you know, let's ask subscribers to like opt in, or maybe let's give away something for free. And then we'll judge our performance based on that. So we'll keep trying new things. We'll see what works, what doesn't work, and we'll keep on updating this document. But again, next time, maybe not tomorrow, but maybe next time in a week's time, I'm going to look to automate most of this because there's been a lot of copy pasting today. I mean, we've been on for about an hour and 17 minutes. It doesn't actually take that long to do it in reality. I was doing a lot of talking, and while this is doing its thing, I can just go talk to my friends and my family on phone. But I still want to be able to automate this so this actually happens like overnight behind the scenes, so I don't have to worry about this at all. Now, my question to you then becomes, is like, if you're watching this, do you think it's a commercially viable product? Would you be interested in that? Of course, only when you're doing a lot of YouTube content, you might want this. But if you are doing YouTube content, Instagram content, Facebook content, would you want the ability to basically grab these, you know, top performing YouTube videos from your channel, Instagram, whatever, and then automatically figure out what's working, what isn't working, and that gets updated all the time. Like, hey, you know, Neil, you did this, congratulations, you did these things right for this video, you didn't do that right, let's go back and fix it. So would that be useful? Let me know. Let me know. I'll let it do its thing, but you don't need to see any more. I think you've seen what the outcome looks like it looks a little bit like this on the right, and I think that's enough. So we'll proceed with that. Thank you so much for being here. I know it was a long one, but I really appreciate you spending this time with me. Thanks.